Hey guys, welcome to Cinefix Now.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Norwood.
How was your vacation?
Awesome. How are you all alone without me?
It was pleasant, but we're glad to have you back.
Today we're going to be talking about how last week Norwood decided Ben Affleck was a good choice for Batman.
Yes, I stand by that.
We're going to be talking about The World's End. You saw it this weekend. Did you like it?
I did like it.
And we'll be heading outside. Our friend Ethan also saw it.
And we'll be
What
talking
else?
the Grandmaster, more movies, and also what's coming out on Cinefix this week. All right, it has been a big weekend. Ethan, thanks for joining
No
us.
problem.
You went to the movies this weekend. What'd you see?
I saw The World's End.
Yep.
Yeah.
And?
I liked it a lot. It
Yeah?
was a really nice cap to the trilogy, as it were.
What do they call it? The
Cornetto trilogy.
Cornetto,
Ice
I
cream.
love it.
Yeah. It was good. I really liked it.
I saw it too. I
cool.
thought it was hilarious. I went and saw it at one of my favorite theaters in Los Angeles, the Vista Theater. It's kind of an old school theater that was actually built where the Intolerance set was. It's over in Hollywood. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Where are the others?
They're blending in. Hello, I am a robot.
Did you see all of the films?
I've
or
seen
just-
all three. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Which
I
was
think,
your favorite?
I think, again, Shaun of the Dead was, in my opinion, the best movie. People really love Hot Fuzz. I loved Shaun of the Dead. I like these two, and even liking this, it's still amazing, But one of the themes of the movie of kind of like you can't go back. Like nostalgia is bad. You have to continue to move forward. Is something that not only was the theme of the movie, but also I think one of their own, maybe Edgar Wright's kind of personal filmmaking themes. Like he didn't give you a straight Shaun of the Deader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a trilogy, but they're separate movies, and he didn't allow the viewer to get maybe what they thought they wanted, which was a straight like, oh, let's see Shaun and Ed in another scenario.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm conflicted. Like I like that first movie a lot. I like that they did that first movie, but I respect his sort of ethos of moving forward.
We definitely got a lot of feedback from last week's episode where we gave out an Elysium spoiler.
Wow.
And so it brings up something.
Spoiler,
First of all,
it's not a good movie.
Yeah. We've dealt with our editor. Let's take a look at him now. He'll be okay. Don't worry. But to me, it brings up something interesting. When is it okay to give out spoilers without saying spoiler
Gosh,
alert?
I've been fighting The Wire for, 10 years now. When did that come out? I have been just actively earmuffing myself because every person in the world says like The Wire's the best show on the earth.
Right.
And I managed to, I think, I just bought the box set, so I just started season 1 of The Wire. Man, those crazy kids are just dealing in drugs, and I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I think that there is a statute of limitations.
It's really tough, I don't know because our discussion about Elysium happened about 2 weeks after the movie was released.
Right.
But still, obviously, a lot of times people wait a long time. You just went and saw Blue Jasmine. It's been a couple of weeks since that
came out.
Right.
I think I have a weird personal dichotomy because I love watching trailers and playing into the hype of this movie's coming out, who's going to star in it, who's going to direct it, and all that sort of thing. But then at the same time, when I go to a movie with a perfectly clean slate and I just have no idea what I'm about to see, those are the movies that I end up loving the best because you just take them at face value.
My friend literally saw not one shred of publicity for Dark Knight Rises. Literally
How
not
do you
one
do
thing.
that?
Did not know who the bad guys in it. Spoiler alert, Dane. Did not know who the bad guys were. Did not know the plot of the movie. Never saw a trailer. Never saw a single article in a blog. And they said it was the most pure movie-going experience they've ever had because there was nothing to taint their expectation of what they knew they wanted to see the movie. They knew they were going to love the movie regardless. So it was just a real blank slate going into it.
That's definitely one of the hardest things is to avoid trailers, avoid publicity.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would argue that trailers nowadays just give away too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And certainly sometimes trailers are more popular than the movies.
If The Sixth Sense came out today, what our current culture would have
Good
done
point.
to that movie and or the box office.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That was probably the perfect example of word of mouth and no spoilers and no trailer kind of stuff and just organically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think with that movie, I think it was such a big plot point
Yeah.
at the end of that film that you almost felt like, okay,
have to
I'm
do
not
that.
going to tell you
Right,
anything
right,
because
right.
it's so huge.
Yeah.
Our Elysium spoiler, to me, it wasn't even a spoiler because I didn't care about his character.
Right.
It's just interesting, like what to give away, what not to give away. So let us know in the comments what you think is the proper amount of time to actually have a full discussion and full disclosure about a movie and plot points, is there a good time to do that? All right, so wait, Blue Jasmine. You saw
Well,
Blue
now I'm
Jasmine.
afraid to say anything about it.
No, but yeah, that's the dance. You have to dance around
So
it.
it's Woody Allen's new film, Blue Jasmine, starring Cate Blanchett as Bernie Madoff's ex-wife. It's an entitled socialite trying to pick up the pieces after she finds out her husband is a crook. She does an incredible job. She's unbelievable. If she doesn't get nominated, I don't know what will get nominated. She's unbelievable.
All right, I mean, are you a Woody Allen fan? Do you
I
watch-
am. I've actually. It's interesting because I personally hype up Woody Allen films so much in my mind. I'm like, you're not going to like this. It's a Woody Allen film. I hype it up to talk myself down because I assume it's going to be so great. Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
I hated it the first time.
Really?
I did. I felt like, okay, I don't want to give it too much away, but I felt like Owen Wilson wasn't neurotic enough.
Oh.
But then
Interesting.
now I'm obsessed with it. So
Yeah, it's a
it's
great
one of those
movie.
things. Any Woody Allen film you can watch over and over and over again and pick up little idiosyncrasies that you missed the first time. I would definitely recommend going to see Blue Jasmine. So Norwood, didn't you see something else this weekend?
Yes, I saw The Grandmaster, and I was so pumped to see this movie. I love Wong Kar-wai, and I was super disappointed, actually.
Do you think it was your expectation that?
Possibly, possibly. I just felt like he got too into the style of it. He got too into the artsiness of the film, and I feel like he shot the entire movie on like a 100mm lens, and I just wanted him to pull back so I could see some of the choreography more, see the fighting more. I felt like the fight sequences in The World's End were better
Yeah.
than The Grandmaster,
wild.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I was really disappointed, but speaking of like Midnight in Paris, where first time you watch it, you didn't like it, I do want to see it again because it is such kind of an artistic take, on a movie, on a theme, that I feel like it needs a second viewing. And I was reading about it, the version that we're watching in the States is a cut down version from the version that Martin Scorsese originally watched and wanted to present. So I'm wondering if there's some missing parts that maybe would make me like it a lot better. I'm not sure. You have some issues with me.
So I was out of town last week, and Norwood decided to talk about his excitement for Ben Affleck to play Batman. I don't know what he's thinking. Ben Affleck, I like the guy as a guy. It's just going to be Ben Affleck in a Batman suit. It's not going to. He's too happy. The best part about Batman as a character is that he's the brooding superhero. Ben Affleck is not going to be able to brood. I mean, maybe he will. Maybe he's going to be a great actor, but I will still see Ben Affleck in a Batman suit.
Mark this time code in 2 years when Ben Affleck wins a posthumous Oscar for his role as Batman.
I
Mackenzie's
know,
gonna be
it's going to be
awards.
great, and it's the same thing that happened with.
Posthumous, is he
Like
gonna
Heath Ledger,
die?
like everyone was like jumping on Heath
That's
Ledger.
what I was going to
Yeah.
say. The Heath Ledger thing, everybody was like, we hate Heath Ledger. Are you kidding? He can't possibly play this part, and he was incredible. But Ben Affleck's just like so sweet and chummy.
Just look at the f***ing smile on my face.
Here's why I like him in this role, possibly. Of course, I don't know, but
Tell me about it.
he's aged. I think he's aging really gracefully, and I think he's going to be a much
handsome guy.
cooler, good-looking guy the older he gets. And
Okay.
I think that's perfect for the part. I think he can pull it off. I think you buy him as that kind of physical superhero. And I just think the more time goes by, the more awards he wins as a director. I think just his confidence to play that kind of part and step into those shoes, he's going to be able to own it without feeling out of place. If you're Warner Brothers, you have to be kind of excited that this many people are so fired up,
Yeah.
whereas you could make a casting announcement and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. At least people, I would imagine that even the haters, when that movie comes out, they're going to be first in line. All right, it's going to be another big week here at Cinefix. Today's Conspiracy Cinema tackles the Shaolin Temple conspiracy. And then tomorrow, what's on Home 8 tomorrow?
Scarface. I don't want to tell you a lot about it, but it's going to be awesome.
Then on Wednesday, I'm going to be sitting down with David Dutton, and we're going to be playing some 8-bit games, some old school NES games, talking about 8-bit cinema, and I'm excited about that. Ethan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And let us know in the comments below what movies you saw this weekend and what you thought about you know, Mortal Instruments, The World's End, The Grandmaster, and we'll see you later in the week.